listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Mamba, Tony D, and JYD.
Hello, everybody. We'd like to welcome you to New Kids on the Pod. I am one of your hosts, JYD, and with me, as always, is Tony D and big, sexy, thunderous Mamba.
We got the first part of that right.
What? You don't think I'm sexy?
I did not say that.
You can. There's nothing wrong with it.
I mean, there isn't. I mean, what is it? We love the gays, right?
Yeah.
We do love the gays.
You know who doesn't love the gays?
A lot of people.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about that because this is not a political podcast.
So
we're back, guys. We've been gone for 2 weeks.
I don't know what to say anymore. We've been gone for 2 weeks. I get like,
It's like where do you start?
so
much has happened.
Do I talk into this thing?
Yeah,
Hello.
that's a microphone.
So many things have happened.
Was Donald Trump president when we start? Yeah, he was, right? He was already president. It's been a while.
Yeah, I think he was actually. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't because he was inaugurated on my birthday, and we recorded before that. Because that week.
Okay, yeah. So
he was not president yet.
Well, irregardless, this is not a political podcast.
Yeah, it is. Donald Trump is president now. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. So that this episode is going to be completely that.
It's going to be nothing but political.
Nothing but that.
I mean, I guess we could use this as a...
So how long were we gone for?
2 weeks, I believe.
Any fruits or vegetables onto the planet?
Is that from Total Recall?
Excuse me?
I don't know what movie that's from.
It's a movie. It's in the 80s. You've never
Oh,
seen
so
it.
yeah, I clearly have never seen it.
All right. Enough of that.
So that was your soundbite for 2 weeks?
Oh, he made me stop it.
Oh, I'm glad he made you stop it.
It got better.
Because nobody's going to understand it.
It was, trust me, it was not getting better.
It was.
It was not.
He would just let it ride.
Not a lot of people know what Total Recall is.
Yes.
Why would
I
they?
would
Do you know what Total Recall is, Eric?
Yeah, man.
All right, cool.
Oh, we have an in studio guest
Yeah.
That's right.
Not an audience, just a person.
All the way from the dirty South.
from. Ooh, talk about L of the week. We should talk about the Super Bowl.
Oh, we could talk about that too.
Yeah.
There's so many things.
We missed so much.
Yeah.
We should just like hit it running because
All right,
Well,
this is really awkward.
Let's get right into it.
Let's just hear.
No more lollygagging.
Well,
no pussyfooting around.
We gotta get some emails.
All right.
How about we knock those out first?
Yeah, get those out of the way.
And let's do Urban Dictionary too.
All right.
While we're at it.
It's just such a shitty podcast.
We've been gone for 2 weeks. We got to get back in the groove.
Oh, my
No,
God.
we don't. This is you.
How is this me?
Don't say we got to get in the groove. You got to get back in the groove.
All right. Today's Urban Dictionary word of the day is bitch chin. Can you guys tell me what bitch chin is?
Bitch chin?
Yeah.
It's when somebody lacks in the profile department.
Or in the chin department?
Yeah, well, that's what it's called, your profile, when you turn to the side and you can see your fucking chin. Don't correct me again.
You're correct, Mom. But a person's chin which lacks a definition or strength of character.
Strength of
Oh,
character.
so it's more than just appearances.
Yeah.
So it's like a weak chin.
Exactly. So here, let me use it in a sentence for you.
So it's somebody who has a glass jaw.
So here, let me use it in a sentence for you. Guy. Hey, Donald Trump, all of your children have bitch chins. Donald.
That's
yeah, they
true.
do. And my son is a total pussy, too.
Holy shit.
So whenever you guys say bitch chins, you will hear...
Speaking of Donald Trump's kids, can I say something? I think Barron Trump is great.
Okay.
But...
I think he's like a perfect, sweet little angel in a family of miscreants.
So how long before he's completely like off the rails?
I think he'll be the odd
Is
kid out.
Barron the little one?
He's the youngest.
The blonde-headed kid. You always see him like standing next to Melania, just doing something weird. A lot of people say, "Oh, he has autism." Blah blah. If he does, I wouldn't. I don't know why people are making fun of him. But you just you just see him. He's like in his own thing. He doesn't give a like at the inauguration. He was like, "I don't give a fuck." They were like, "Hey, Barron, your dad's president." So I don't give a fuck. I want to go play Minecraft.
Exactly.
No, you know who the best kid is? sexy ass Ivanka.
She's okay.
No, she's sexy as fuck.
She's not my
Yeah,
type.
Donald Trump agrees with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know he does. And he's not wrong.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
That's true.
All right, let's go get to our emails, shall we? And because this person emailed us so much, we have a little surprise for you can guess who.
Poncho segment. Poncho segment. Poncho segment.
So how do you feel, Mamba, that Pancho has a segment
He has
and you don't?
the same amount of segments as me.
And he's not even-
No,
not
you
on
have two. He only has one.
What's the other one that I have?
Movie review. Mamba's
but
movie
his
review.
segment is more like consistent than yours combined.
That's true. But that's nobody's fault but Mamba.
For not preparing. Well, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe this podcast isn't for me.
I mean, everything must come to an end, right? Nothing lasts
Exactly.
forever.
We got a replacement for you sitting right there.
Is that why he's living here now?
Yeah,
Is that why he moved from the dirty south?
he was recruited, heavily recruited.
Yeah, that's true. Because usually when we asked Junkyard if people could come over, Junkyard thought it was a hissy fit. But when you asked if Eric could come over, Junkyard was like, "Yeah, cool." no
Well, we
problem."
don't use real names to promote anonymity.
We don't know. You don't know his last name. What's your last name, Eric?
Well, don't.
What's your social security address? All right, let's go. Let's get to Pancho's weekly segment.
Don't skip over that. So he was really cool with him coming over because he wants him to get a feel of it.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
He's
he
like
know
right
what
now.
he's walking
Right
into.
now, this is like he's kind of getting a feel for it
This is a
to see if this is for him.
field test.
And
All
then
right,
the next time he comes over, it's gonna be an audition.
And then the next thing you know, he'd be sitting there.
Yep.
And you're gonna be sitting in that chair over there.
do I still have to drive you
Yeah,
guys
you
here?
still- you-
Oh shit!
I mean, they need a ride.
We're still gonna need a ride. Just that
Yeah.
you'll be sitting over there without a headphone.
No, I'm gonna treat them like the little kids. You know how when you haven't played video games, you give them a controller that's not connected.
Am I
give
gonna
them
get a
mic.
mic?
You get a mic
It's
that's
not
not plugged in.
connected.
Are my headphones gonna be connected to it? At least?
Oh yeah, I'll let
connect
your
the
real
headphones.
headphones.
But it's just a dummy mic.
Yeah.
Oh,
It'll be
okay.
like, go ahead, Mamba, tell us all your stories, and you're over there like,
Is,
yeah.
is it gonna be one of those fucking dollar store microphones that just echoes
Yeah.
your voice?
Not even. It's just gonna be a little foam. It's not gonna be real.
Is it gonna be two foam cups?
Yep.
The strings.
Yep.
If like, here you go, Mamba, just tell us your stories. He'll be like, yeah, Mamba, Like, and no one's gonna hear it.
You know, nobody's irreplaceable. So this day was coming.
All right. So let's go ahead and get to Ponch's weekly segment. A few thoughts after listening to the first hour of your latest episodes. If JYD plays that bomb Star Wars disco jam at his next sad annual pilgrimage to the Turntables DJ gig, I'll show up, mask and all. I might even buy him a laced drink.
Nice.
I can't take credit for that. Tony played the Star Wars disco music.
I did find Star Wars disco music. It was pretty sick.
Second thought. I know you played It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to yesterday and Big Sean's I Don't Fuck With You to say goodbye to Tony, but I thought Vitamin C's Graduation, Friends Forever was more fitting for Tony.
What's funny is
play,
that
play song for millennials.
what's funny is that song was my graduation song,
I think it was my graduation song
everybody's
too.
graduation
but
song.
we were the first because it came out that year,
Oh, in 1998.
No, 2000.
2000.
I was trying to say he was old.
Oh,
Okay, well,
Oh, that was your
that didn't land. So
No.
skip past it. We'll move on.
all right. Finally, you mentioned in the last podcast, but you're right. Poor Mamba's always facing someone in trivia. And you asked the fans to submit ideas for a competition between JYD and Tony D. So here's my idea. We'll do a Judge Judy type of game where Tony D and JYD plead their case to the fans regarding their falling out. You're both even allowed to invite witnesses to vouch for you in your respective stories. Once both cases have been pled and all evidence has been heard, fans will serve as judge, jury, and pick who was in the wrong in that squabble. Thoughts?
I can tell you right now who was wrong.
Sincerely, Ponch 2K18.
I did not send goons.
New
After
it said
Junkyard.
goons either.
You sent goons.
No, I didn't.
He sent goons after me.
Oh, hold on. It says sincerely, Ponch 2K18. New year, new Ponch.
I'm telling you, Ponch is not a person. He's a collective of people.
Is he like F Society? Or
Yeah. He's like anonymous.
Anonymous?
How do we know Eric's not Ponch? And he said he hasn't listened to this, but
That's
he's
true.
probably
He
Ponch.
could be. Everyone's a suspect.
Oh. Well.
Anyway, all right. Ponch's second half of his segment of the week.
Oh, he has more fucking emails?
Yeah.
Poncho segment. Poncho segment. Poncho segment.
How do you feel about being the voice to someone else's segment?
Use a voice to your segment too.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Damn, Mamba.
Maybe this is my calling.
Voiceovers?
Yeah, voiceovers. Voiceover, voice acting.
So you'd be a good ghostwriter.
I'm better at being heard and not seen.
So if you knew how to write, you'd be a good ghostwriter.
Yeah, if I knew how to spell.
All right. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that at some point JYD expressed that he'd like to work in law enforcement, and all I have to say is if you somehow make it past psychological and physical tests, please don't move beyond meter maid because your detective skills are horrible. Me and Marlos, the same person. Maybe for those of you who didn't listen to last episode, I said that Pancho was Marlos Hernandez, a person that always comments on Tony's page.
The antithesis
Exactly.
of Tony's Facebook page.
Yep.
Maybe you're better suited to write C-list YouTube thrillers,
Holy
bro.
shit.
And don't get me started on Marlos. That dude never learned how to debate. Instead of sticking to a topic of argument, he jumps to entirely different topics and wants everyone to go down those rabbit holes with him.
Yep.
I mean, come on. We all have moderate to far-right friends on Facebook, but I don't take the time to start a debate after their every pro-right argument. No, I keep it moving, like most people. Let's talk movies real quick. What are some of your favorite 80s, early 90s sci-fi flicks?
That question ain't for me.
JYD is a total nerd, so he has... Wait, what is it? Oh, so he has to, at the bare minimum, have a top 10 list, which I do. Anyway,
Of just strictly 80s,
sci-fi, yes.
80s, early 90s?
Yes.
Okay.
After much thought and consideration, I think Predator is my fave. Can't beat that epic handshake. I sent us a YouTube link of the handshake. Anyway, stick around. I'm off to get to the chopper. This in your best Android voice. Arnold voice, I'm sorry. So yeah, that was a horrible Arnold voice. Punch. But here's a video. I don't think you can hear. You're not be able to hear much.
Of it.
So why don't you use the regular army? What do you need us for?
Cause some damn fool accused you of being the best.
Are we going to get sued for copyright infringement?
I'm gonna let it run one more second.
Dylan!
Before we get sued.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
There.
All right.
So, Tony, what are your top 10 80s, 90s sci-fi flicks?
I mean, there's just so many to pick from.
You
And
can't
s-
narrow it down.
And so many that I've watched.
For those who don't know, Tony hasn't seen a movie that was made before the first Fast and Furious movie.
Look, growing up, I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth like my podcast mates here. I didn't have cable.
Did you have a TV?
We had one TV. It was black and white, and we just watched telenovelas because that's what my parents wanted to watch.
Okay.
But I've still seen all those movies, irregardless. There's just so many to pick from, so many choices. Like I can't narrow it down. So I'm gonna let you guys go ahead on this one.
Mamba?
I mean, we talked about a couple of them already, but I like a lot of the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. So Predator, Total Recall, The Running Man, which is a great one. I don't know.
That was a good one.
I've seen none of those.
Really? That's sad. Predator 2, that was early 90s, so I'm going to say Predator 2.
I don't like Predator 2.
I think I might have seen one of those, The Predator.
Predator. Shit. Besides that, what are the other movies? There's a lot of them. Terminator is a good one. T2 Judgment Day.
I have seen that one. That one's
Probably
great.
the best one.
Is that it?
No, there's more. Do I have to come up with a whole top 10 list?
Well, I don't know. He said top 10. How many do you got?
5. Predator, Total Recall, Running Man, Predator 2, T2.
What about Labyrinth?
It's
that
not
a sci-
sci-fi.
is that a sci-fi?
No,
Can I
not.
say it's a
It's
sci-fi?
fantasy.
What about Career Opportunities?
That is a comedy.
What about Weekend at Bernie's?
That is also a comedy.
It's about a zombie.
What about Caddyshack?
That is also a comedy.
Caddyshack
Did you ever
2.
watch that movie?
What about Caddyshack
Do you even know what
2?
that movie's about?
I know of the movie.
That's what I thought. All right. That's it.
I'll think of more as time goes on. I
All right.
can't think of all of them at the spot.
I'm going to go Back to the Future, all three of them, 1, 2, and 3.
Ooh, I've seen those.
Your Terminator 1 and 2. I'm also talking about Tron.
Tron.
Yeah, Tron. Tron was fantastic.
That was that in the 80s?
It was in the 80s.
Okay.
What else? You mentioned a couple other ones that were on my
Ferris
list.
Bueller's Day Off.
That's not. That's comedy. Running Man. That's definitely on it. Blade Runner.
Johnny Mnemonic.
Oh, how could I forget Blade Runner?
Johnny Mnemonic.
Okay,
that wasn't in the 90s.
Blade Runner on my list too.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, Johnny Mnemonic was in the 90s.
Predator for sure.
Oh, Alien.
Alien.
Aliens. I like Aliens. Well, because Alien came out in the 70s.
Spaceballs because it's a sci-fi comedy,
That's a comedy though.
but it's still It's still a sci-fi comedy. Masters of the Universe, which is a sci-fi / cartoon remake. I like that one. I mean, there's a ton. I can go all day, but I won't. I
think movies in
You
the
can
80s
go all
were
day,
way better.
but we don't have all day, so we're gonna keep it moving.
Because they were still creative. People were coming up with fresh ideas in the 80s.
Yeah, there's tons of stuff. Anyway, all right, let's get to his next email because we got a couple more to knock out.
Oh my God. Can we just read the best ones that he...
Well, he only sent us 3. This is the last one. So this is
we're gonna read the top 3.
this is his next segment. Well, actually, you know what? I'm lying. This is actually a segment for a different day because he sent us one for that first week we missed, and then he sent one for the second week we missed, and he didn't send us one for this week. So we're knocking them all out at once. So, Ponch's next segment. Bruh, can your friend stop doing that ridiculous British, or is it Australian accent? I seriously can't tell which way she's trying to go, but I can tell you it's going straight into the trash. I'd rather hear JYD perform karaoke. If she won't stop, maybe you guys are better off having a mute read the segment. Tis all. Pancho, a.k.a. Marlos.
All right, Pancho, you need to shut the fuck up. Don't you ever speak ill of the voice of NKOTP.
And also, why doesn't he send in a few
have him
promos?
send us some
promos.
some sound bites with his British accent.
And I got a complaint that I shouldn't be reading on the podcast, and he's complaining that that you should not have her read. So who's gonna read? Somebody's got to read.
I can read.
Oh God!
I mean,
that's a terrible idea.
you can barely read.
Also, I got 2 complaints from his brother. One that you shouldn't. I think it was read. The other one, you should stop complaining about your cable.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't complaining. It was talking about it.
Nobody cares about your cord cutting anymore.
He said I was a vegan cord cutter.
You're a vegan cord cutter.
off the cable industry.
So that he cord cut it.
But I'm done talking about it
and he has to tell everybody about it.
because I'm already with PlayStation View. I said that last episode.
okay.
So
You're
we're
sticking
good.
with it?
Yeah, that's it.
All
It's
right,
done.
good.
It's done. Unless Hulu comes out with theirs soon. But that's about it. All right. So guys, let's talk about some things that's been happening in the world.
Let's talk about how was your wife visiting?
Ooh, it was fun. We had a great time.
How much sex did you have?
I'm not allowed to talk about that.
Yes, she doesn't understand anyway.
It doesn't matter. A gentleman never tells.
5.
I
Okay.
mean-
Okay. Wink if I'm right. 4. 3. 2.
That's it?
Well, I haven't winked yet, stupid. I got
One?
lighter.
Oh, so you're getting colder. If he
1,
opened his eyes.
6. 7. Was that a wink? Was that a wink? 8. 8. Okay, that was half wink, so we got it in like half of one time. Okay, so 7.5.
Anyway,
I guess if it's just a tip, it doesn't count. So okay, all right, Junkie got it in 7.5 times, people. In case
Was
you're all
was
wondering.
was it well worth it? Well, she came over here, so
yeah, it was worth it.
was it great?
I had a gay old time.
Yeah, me too.
We went out for my birthday to Kaiser Tigers. Shout out to Kaiser Tigers. Very accommodating, especially since I fucked up and
Totally fucked up.
and well, I didn't assume that many people were gonna come.
You
You were right to assume that nobody cared about you.
Yeah, but I was wrong. A lot of people care about me.
You were wrong about a lot of things. You're like, it's only cash, guys.
No. It was because it was only gonna be at the table, but because they moved us
Uh huh.
to the other spot. It's because you weren't there yet. You got there late as fuck. It was
Yeah,
when
'cause
they
I was
when they moved us
busy.
to the other spot. We were able to go to the bar directly because we had a waitress at the table.
I went
Which
to the bar directly, irregardless of the waitress.
You got there right when we were being moved.
And why did we get moved? Because once I got there, I'm like, this is not accommodating.
Yeah, right.
You need to fix
Bullshit.
this. You need to fix this shit.
They were already
Post-haste.
moving us when you walked in.
Fucking junkyard. Yeah, it's only 10 people. I get there. There's like 15.
No, I didn't say 10. I said, oh yeah, I did say
You did
10.
say 10. And I
You're
get
right.
there, and there's already 10, and the people are still coming in. It's like, oh, well, this isn't going to work.
That's all right. They were very accommodating. They moved us to a larger area, and it all worked out. And it was even better out because we didn't have to
Yeah, I did like that.
split the bill or anything. It was Gucci.
I hate that.
Why?
Splitting the bill.
Oh yeah. Well, we didn't have to do it. Well, we technically did for the first round of drinks. That it was Bernard, Mrs. Bernard, myself, my wife,
My wife.
and a couple other.
You need to get a soundbite
friends.
of that guy from.
I've looked. I can't find it.
Oh, I'll find it and I'll get it for you.
All right, good.
My wife.
Yeah, I looked for it. Trust me. I've tried this already.
Couldn't you just like cut it or something?
No, well, I'd have to find a full episode.
I'm gonna. I think I have download. I'll just download a full episode and just get that sound.
Okay,
And then
cool.
just.
But it's got to be a good one because he says it a couple times. Some are weaker than others.
Sometimes he says it with background noise, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You better watch all of season 2 just to be sure.
Shit, I got the whole damn thing.
So yeah,
How about this? We'll split it up. We'll split up the season into 3s. We'll each watch a couple episodes, and if you find the best, my wife, you let me know which one that is, and I'll grab that.
sounds
Sounds
good.
good.
So right away, I when like at the day of my birthday with my wife, I realized I made the right choice because she's not a stick in the mud like my ex-girlfriend,
Your ex-fiance.
my ex-fiance.
She was pretty talkative,
Yeah, I know.
despite
Her not knowing
Being
the
able,
language.
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
So she was saying something to you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so that's what she says more than what my ex did, knowing the language. So
That
just
is
imagine
true.
that.
That is true.
There was communicating going on, just not
Yeah,
There was a lot of communication, yeah.
just not understanding.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So right away, I knew I made the right decision.
You got to backtrack. You got to go back to that Thursday, or was it Friday?
No, she came in on Thursday.
Thursday, where you were scared because they didn't think.
Oh yeah. Well, so this this is Trump America.
This is what happens.
This is what happens
in
when
a Trump America.
Exactly.
So she got stopped by immigration. So usually, for those of you who don't know, who don't travel, internationally, usually there's like a booth you have to cross. If you're not a citizen, you go to this you wait in line. You go up to the immigration booth, where there are CBP officers, and they ask for your passport and they ask you where you came from, ask you a couple questions, blah blah. They look in the computer, they type some shit up. They let you usually go through, but no, they put her aside into this other room with a bunch of other people. And the CBP officers were behind the fucking glass window, and she had to go. She waited 2 hours for somebody to talk to her.
There was actual glass window.
Yeah, it was like a ticket booth, if you think of it like that.
That's weird. Like,
And
what do they think she was capable of?
I don't know, man.
She's like 5'3".
I don't know, man. Everybody's a threat. This is Trump
right.
America.
That's right.
You know,
She is dangerous.
You know what's terrible?
Even little kids, even little 5-year-old boys.
You know what's my 20-year-old sister just got back from Mexico. Her skin is like white as snow, and she's blonde. And she got to
Customs border?
Yeah, customs. They were like, "Oh, did you bring any food in?" She was like, "No." That bitch brought in so much food. They didn't even check her. Trump America.
Trump America.
If she looked like your girlfriend, they would have emptied that bag out and
Yep.
dumped it in front of everybody.
Yep. To make an example. They would lit it on
Yeah.
fire, too.
What? You brought barritas? How dare you? For those who don't know, barritas are Mexican candy cookie.
Yeah, I'm sure you can get those here.
Yeah, they do sell those here.
Yeah, but
That's the only thing you know.
I don't know. Those are the only thing I know.
That's from Mexico.
What? I'm pretty sure she brought some mazapans too. I don't know what the fuck she brought.
You can also get those here.
My grandmother, my grandparents who live in Mexico, my grandmother likes inconveniencing people who go visit her. So when we come back to Chicago, she like fills up their luggage with treats and shit.
That's not just your grandmother. That's all Hispanic.
Oh my God, it's like-
And anytime a Hispanic family travels anywhere, the elders will inconvenience them as much as possible.
They turn you
with
into
stuff to bring.
a
Yeah,
pack mule.
You're a fucking mule.
Yeah, they're like, oh, then whatever, take this. I don't know how to say
I know
this.
because one of my aunts, she travels like all over, and whenever she comes to visit, I always pick her up. She always usually takes the bus, so I pick her up, and she always has like 12 bags, and out of those 12 bags, like 3 are hers. The other ones are like for two are for my mom, other 2 are for like one of my other aunts, my cousins. It's like, and every single time, and then when she's going back, she has like 12 more bags from like people that are like.
It's like you're rushing to the airport, you're getting all your shit together.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, oh, put this in there too. Like, bitch, I gotta be at the airport in 20 minutes. Stop putting stuff in there. And I think because 2 of my sisters went, but they came back separate times. My 25-year-old sister, I think she got into an argument with my grandmother because I forgot. I think she might have flown with Spirit. No, it wasn't Spirit. But they, when they weigh your bag, and if
Spirit's fucking terrible.
and if it
Spirit is terrible.
weighs a certain amount, they're going to charge you more.
Yeah.
Right.
So my
That's
sister,
what all airlines. All
my,
airlines
my
do it.
all airlines.
Oh,
So
yeah.
my sister was like, you're putting too much shit in there. I'm going to have to pay more. And she started taking shit out, and they got into this big fight. Just because my grandmother wanted to load some fucking dry meat into her.
Dude, you should. My mom used to make me bring back all sorts of shit. I fucking hated it. Hated it. And she always before, I used to stay with my aunt when I used to go to Mexico. And my aunt, I'd always pack my own luggage because I for sure didn't want to bring anything back. So so sometimes my aunt would be like, "Oh, you know what? That's too bulky. Let me fix it for you." And I'd be like, "All right, whatever, fuck it." So I'd let her fix it. And then when I got back home, luckily I never got checked. When I got back home, my mom starts pulling fucking meat and shit out. I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, God damn, this is why they tell you don't let somebody else pack your fucking bags for you because they smuggle shit in. Luckily, it was nothing illegal, but still, that's bullshit.
But now you gotta be more careful because this is white America.
Exactly. So yeah, I had a great time. That week.
How long was she here?
4 days.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. She left Monday. But yeah, I had a great time. She's a wonderful person.
So,
Oh, thanks.
And
She's a wonderful. Well, tell us.
and
I mean,
more.
you know she can't like listen. She
no, I know. I'm just saying.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure she appreciates it.
Yeah, but
she'll never hear it.
You know what's great is that you don't have to do anything for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, because like they don't have that in Mexico.
Yeah,
I probably have to send her some flowers. Or
No,
some
you don't.
shit.
Why?
she
They
has
don't have
no
that.
idea.
Yeah,
She don't know. They do have.
She doesn't know Valentine's Day exists.
Yeah, they do. It's El Dia de San Valentin.
Yeah, but
Really?
that's just like a regular day in Mexico. Nobody gives each other shit.
Yeah, they do.
That's a Hallmark holiday.
They
Made
still-
up. It was cooked up to sell cards.
Yeah, I remember I spent a Christmas in Mexico once, and I was waiting for all these presents, but everybody was just giving each other fucking greeting cards. Like, what kind of third world country is this?
The poor kind.
The worst kind.
Not only that, it was probably recycled.
I was
paper,
like,
too.
I hope there's fucking pesos in here or some shit. Nothing.
even if there were, that's not worth a lot.
Yeah, nothing at all.
So what'd you guys do?
Oh, like my sister. So she had a birthday party in Mexico before she came back, and
Was it a quinceaños?
no, she's 20.
Oh.
She turned 20. But anyways, I was eating breakfast with my mom and my other sister. They were like, "Yeah, we had a birthday party for her down there, and they gave her 2,000." And I spit my food. I was like, 2,000, because I initially thought it was dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And my sister like, "No, it was pesos." I was like, "Oh, okay." So,
So 2,000 pesos
It's like $100.
is right now it's 20
Yeah,
pesos
it's
per dollar.
$100.
So it's $100
That's what I just said.
because I know maths. I'm good at maths.
but for a split second, I was like, "God damn, $2,000."
Well, I mean, in Mexico, like 2,000 is like you're living like a king.
Yeah, here now.
No, here you're living like a vagabond.
Yeah,
I mean, Mama don't even have $100 on him right now.
Damn.
actually, I do have.
Get him off you.
I got more money than you. All right, I just don't want to spend it.
Yeah,
You don't take that from him?
I know it's not
I have
true.
this. It is true. I'll show you. You know what? I'm not gonna.
He said, I will show you. He said, I'm going to bust out my guap now.
I'm trying to conserve what funds that I have because I'm going to Vegas in March, and I don't want to go there penniless. So I'm trying to save all my. I got my tax money back pretty fast.
Ooh, okay, maybe you do
Damn,
have.
When'd you file your taxes?
January 18th.
Dude, I just got my last W-2 the other day.
Did that shit real quick.
I gotta do mine.
Nice.
I got him back. Like February.
So you couldn't spend an extra $5 on beer?
No, I can't.
That's Vegas money.
No,
But it's okay, though, because it's an investment. He's going to go gamble all that money. He's going to win big.
So
But-
so instead of spending $5 more on a 6-pack, he's gonna spend $5 on one beer in Las Vegas.
I hope there's beer that's $5 in fucking Vegas.
$5 is actually a good deal.
In Vegas.
If you find a spot that's $5, you let me know.
Yeah. The only other place I found cheaper was the Fremont Casino.
$2
$2
Coronas?
Coronas.
$2 Coronas, yeah.
Your favorite.
I'm going to ask because I'm going with my girlfriend and her family. I'm like, can we just post up at this casino?
They'll be like, no,
whole
this is a
trip?
shitty ass casino.
I wonder if that server is still alive. That old lady that kept on bringing me beer. You remember her? She
Yeah.
was like white hair, was short, and her titties were out. She was cool.
She was nice. She was very prompt. Like, we asked her for beer. She was like,
Yeah,
on
she was faster than those young ladies.
it. Yeah.
Those 20-something-year-olds who think they're hot shit.
Yeah, they just like all that lollygagging.
Yeah, this lady.
Like, I just want my beer, damn
This
it.
lady, I'm trying to retire already.
So what'd you guys do these last 2 weeks?
I have been on a health kick.
How much weight have you lost?
So before I started it, I don't even want to say. All right, so before I started
You don't have
it,
to tell us how much you weighed before and after. Just tell
All
us
right, well,
how many pounds
But you can
lost.
tell us.
all right, it's about like 14 so far, and it's only
You know
been a
what?
week.
Tell us.
Nice.
Tell us in kilos, so it doesn't sound like a lot.
No, it would sound like more, isn't it? No, you're right. It's less.
Yeah,
it'd be like half.
I thought it would be. Oh,
It's
it'd be half.
2.2 pounds is 1 kilo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can't do that math right now.
You can't divide
I
by
don't,
two.
I don't even want. Okay, so
That's
seven.
half.
Seven.
7 kilos.
Yeah,
That's 14 pounds.
yeah. Well, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's how much you lost.
Yeah, just because I'm cutting out carbs. Because my girlfriend, she started doing Atkins, and she was like, "You could do it with me." I was like, "No, I'm not gonna."
Didn't she lose 14 too?
Yeah, it's only been.
Yeah, you lost 14 and you've only been doing it for like a week.
Well, I work out. I've been working out like crazy.
And she doesn't work out.
She doesn't work out at all.
Oh, okay.
She works a lot. She has a salary job,
I understand that.
and she comes home tired of shit. But yeah, I've been going to the gym a lot.
Damn, that ketogenic.
Yeah, if you just cut out carbs, just for those of you who don't know, carbs, when they say for years, people have been saying that eating a high fat diet is terrible for you, but it's actually not. It's sugar and carbs.
Yeah.
Because when you eat carbs and sugar, your body absorbs it. Not only that, it just makes you feel like shit. Because I didn't realize that when you eat a lot of sugar and carbs, it raises your blood sugar, and then your body trying to counteract that by, releasing insulin in your body, and then your blood sugar drops, and you get really tired. That's why when I go to Chipotle and get extra rice, I'm ready to fucking pass out afterwards. So I just realized how bad sugar is for you, so I'm trying to cut it out. It doesn't help that I'm drinking a beer right now.
If you stopped eating gluten, you'd feel way fucking better all day.
Sure.
Whenever you feel shitty, that's because of gluten.
That's not true. Who
It
the
is.
fuck told you not to eat gluten?
It's just true.
Yeah.
You don't even know what gluten
I know what
is.
fucking gluten is.
No, you have no idea
I
what
do know
gluten
what gluten is. Gluten's a vague term.
It's Mamba.
It's something that's used to categorize things that are bad. Calories, that's a gluten. Fat, that's a gluten.
Somebody just told you probably shouldn't eat gluten. You're like, oh, I guess I shouldn't eat gluten.
Yep. That's pretty much
That's me
90%
right now.
of the people that are gluten free.
But yeah, I'm just trying to decrease my sugar intake, and it seems to be working.
That's cool.
When I go to McDonald's,
Why are you going to McDonald's?
because I'll get a double cheeseburger, but I'll eat it without the buns.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Because
Did you
sometimes
hear that?
That's
A little bit?
a little
Okay.
bit. That's Mama's soundbite.
where did you even get that from? Did you just have it saved? Oh, okay.
That's like your theme song.
That's perfect.
All right. What else? What have you been up to, Tony? Since Mamba's on a health kick?
Not much.
It sounds exhilarating.
My life is pretty average.
That's it?
That's it.
Nothing?
Nothing at all.
Uh,
Nothing at all.
Eric, what have you been up to, man? That's horrible. You're fucking boring.
Yeah.
You seriously have not done anything. It's been 2 weeks.
Well, I may have done stuff. I just don't remember,
Or he's not allowed to say.
Oh.
or I just have way too much, and
Yeah.
it'll just take up a whole episode.
Yeah, right. All right. Anyway, since you have nothing to tell us about your personal life, how about you tell us a not fun fact? Huh?
Ooh, not fun facts, not fun facts. These facts are never fun, not fun for anyone. Not fun facts.
All right, so it's gonna be a little twist on today's not fun facts, since it was recently Chinese New Year, and it changes every year, by the way. So this year it was on January 28th, which we were not on the air. So I took the liberty of
China can't even get their New Year straight.
so I checked out both.
Because they're communists.
I checked out both your guys' Chinese zodiac, and
I already know what I am.
no, but no, you don't. It changes
Yeah, I
every
do.
year.
Does it?
Yeah. So look, So this
Last time I checked, I was a rat.
You are. Right.
you're always gonna be a rat.
Oh well, in the Chinese zodiac.
So, Junkyard. What year were you born?
84.
Okay, 84. So I got it right. So your Chinese zodiac animal is the slug,
What?
and that was the year of the invertebrate.
Oh man.
So let me give you some.
Wait a
some
second.
facts
A
on it.
slug is not in the Chinese zodiac.
Oh, you're a slug, my friend. I'm sorry. So the slug.
I feel like you made this up.
The slug is one of those creatures that not everybody finds pleasant. That's Junkyard. Children usually find them entertaining or curious for a short while, but adults are often displeased to find slugs in their yard or garden. Many are happy to rid their property of the humble remedial slug. While slugs can be a pest to certain plant life, their presence on one's property usually brings a message of some kind, and that's your purpose. This is your message. The message is that as a slug, you will always be slow by design. And just because you don't have a backbone doesn't mean you can't grow a spine. So that's some advice for you, Junkyard. Just remember that. Just because you don't have a backbone doesn't mean you can't grow a spine.
All right, I think the segment's over.
So, oh no, there's more. And so yeah, I even got you like a little like soundbite for your spirit animal.
That's a rooster.
Oh, that's
or
a
a
chicken.
chicken.
Because you have no spine.
What does that have to do with a slug?
Don't chickens have spines?
They do, but I couldn't find a sound for a slug, so I had to find another cowardly animal or a cowardly animal sound.
You should have just got like, is there a sound bite for somebody putting their finger in like macaroni and cheese? That's I assume what sounds like
I will look for
fucking
one.
slug.
All right, so it's Mamba
All
zodiac.
right, Mamba's Chinese zodiac is the drooling cat.
You don't even know which year I was born.
Oh, you were born in the year of the mouth breather. So Mamba, like a heavy breathing drooling cat, are sometimes unaware of how they look. You understand the plight of having lettuce in your teeth and not knowing about it until way later, all too well. You may even take your shirt off at the end of the day, not only to discover that you'd been wearing it inside out, but that maybe you should just leave it on. Maybe your significant other takes funny pictures of you sleeping, or sneaks in multiple pics of your butt when you aren't looking. But because of the funny little things in life that get thrown at you, you can laugh it off and happily tell your friends about all your crazy antics. And that's your Chinese zodiac sign.
And what's yours?
And this is your soundbite to that.
Mine is a mouth-breathing cat.
Yes.
I like it.
What's yours, Tony? Let me guess.
So I was born in 82. I'm the oldest one here. And I was born in the year of the dog. Not the dog. The dog. So, I mean, I could tell you guys about mine, but mine's actually pretty cool, you know?
Yeah, because you picked
Sharp,
it, you idiot.
intelligent, deeply connected with his instinct, appetite for freedom, expression, and strong instincts. All which are me, of course. Because I'm a dog. Chasing tail.
What kind of dog? What's a...
Like what? I mean, clearly
like a pug?
Like a no, like a
something bug-eyed and...
Oh,
he's like that. He's like that.
Something cowardly. Like
he's like the hairless.
Chihuahua.
He's like the hairless dog from Austin Powers.
Oh, like
that's a cat.
Yeah.
Well, whatever that is, that's what he is.
Mr. Bigglesworth is a cat.
Oh man,
He could be. What is it? A greyhound? They're like bony and they're all no meat and hairless. That's yeah, bony and hairless.
they're not. Greyhounds aren't hairless.
Well, they look like they're hairless. They're very. Have you
It's
ever
like
seen it? Like
Santa's helper?
yeah. Have you ever seen it like a greyhound?
Yeah,
just
they're
walking?
really skinny, but they're really fast.
They're so creepy.
They're fast.
I was like walking down the street and this lady was walking a greyhound in front of me and the dog kept on looking back at me. I was like, oh, fucking kick that dog in the face, baby.
All right, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed your little lesson on your Chinese zodiac.
I did not.
I really learned about myself.
Did you learn? And we learned a lot about ourselves today. And remember, Junkyard, just because you don't have a backbone doesn't mean you can't grow a spine.
So does that mean that Junkyard is like the Ted Cruz of animals?
You're stupid as hell.
For those that don't know, Ted Cruz is a coward.
He's an invertebrate.
He's an invertebrate.
All right, let's get to Tony's other segment. The proverb, shall we?
Alright. So today's proverb is Leviticus 12:15. But if she bear a maid child, then she shall be unclean 2 weeks, as in her separation, and she shall continue in the blood of her purifying for 66 days. Translation, what that means is that when women give birth, they are automatically unclean for 66 days, and they have to go through 66 days of church-mandated shame. So, yeah. So if someone has a kid, be like, you need to stay away from them for 66 days, according to the Bible, because they are unclean.
Is that?
Oh, you know what? That's when they bear a girl.
Oh, what about when they bear a boy?
It's cool. It's all good.
Oh, okay. So wait, but it's for women, right?
Yeah.
Aren't they like always unclean?
Well, who else? Who else gives
I mean,
birth?
they bleed out of their, what's it called?
That was another fun fact that, like, supposedly when they're during that time, they're unclean and they should be like,
Right.
they should be shunned.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So,
Yeah, so
they're always
it's-
unclean, aren't they? In that case?
Only maybe about a week during the month they're unclean.
Oh, all right.
But when they have kids, like, oh man, you stay away.
They're
from
really unclean then.
them. They're unclean for 66 days,
Damn, that's a long time.
and they have to go through church mandated shame
Ooh, nice.
for having kids. How dare you bear a child?
How dare you let me come inside you?
Oh, I see what you did there. You meant like come as in I'm going, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Very clever, Junkyard. Very
That
clever.
was good. That was good.
All right, anyway. So, yeah. Good job, Tony. You haven't had a proverb in a long
I
time.
haven't.
You should take more weeks off.
I know you come prepared.
Come with your best material.
Because not only did you have a proverb, but you also have...
Baking pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon.
Man, I'm glad he has
put
so
it
many
in a
segments. I could
pancake.
just sit back and
Bacon
chill.
pancakes,
I
that's
don't need
what
to
it's
say
gonna
anything.
make. Bacon pancake.
All right.
Hold on, before you get to that, Mamba, one of your friends on Facebook said that you got him addicted to the song. Is it because he's listens to this podcast?
Yeah.
Sweet.
What song?
This song that we're
one
How
that
did,
you're
how
listening
did
to
Mama
right
get him addicted if I'm the one that, like, this is my segment.
But it's my show.
So I got him
But he
addicted.
listens to it because of Mamba.
It's my show.
Okay, he listened to it because of Mamba, but I got him addicted.
Whatever.
Correction.
Okay, that's fine. I don't
Technically,
care.
I got him addicted. 'cause I'm the
Yeah, I
one
don't
that
care either. I'm just saying.
I'm the one that plays it.
I mean, I don't care. It doesn't bother me at
you
all.
sure?
Yeah, not even a little bit.
You look bothered.
I look hot and bothered. Is it getting hot in here? All right, so today's recipe is actually one that I myself have cooked. So it's pretty easy. And I felt like a boss. Like after that, I was going to change my name to Wolfgang Amadeus Puck. That's Wolfgang Puck's full name, which I made up. So it's going to be, this is called slow cooked salmon. Mamba, you should probably pay attention since you're on your little health
That
streak
doesn't
right here.
sound very, like,
Salmon is very healthy.
no, that doesn't sound very inventive. You just
I'm not saying I invented. I'm saying I made it. I was able to create this without fucking it up.
Did you get sick?
I did not get sick.
Oh, all right. Well, then I'll listen up because every time I cook, I always get sick, so I should probably listen.
Wait, maybe because you don't cook like the meat good or whatever?
No,
Like, you
but
don't cook it enough?
I like my chicken extra
Medium
rare.
rare.
Yeah.
You like your chicken medium rare? Bone apple tea. All right, so slow cooked salmon. This is like basically salmon in a slow cooker. So you need 1 to 2 pounds of salmon fillets.
Make sure it's cooked because they're saying that there's worms inside the parasite inside
That's true.
salmon right now.
So be careful.
No salmon sushi.
So 1 to 2 pounds of salmon fillets, skinned, the skin left on. Salt, pepper, spices, which are optional. Sliced lemon, also optional. And sliced aromatic vegetables like onions, celery, are also optional. And 1 to 1.5 cups of liquid like water, broth, wine, beer, cider, or a mix of any of those. So you cut the salmon into pieces. You sprinkle the salmon with salt and pepper. Line the slow cooker. Place the aromatics over and around the salmon, and you could layer it. So place one layer of salmon on the slow cooker, skin side down, and then add another layer if needed. Then you just pour whatever liquid you chose, and you let it cook on low for 1 to 2 hours. After that, you can serve immediately.
And you made that?
I made that. My mom has a slow cooker. I grabbed the salmon fillets, threw them in there, threw some vegetables.
Isn't it fillet?
Fillets.
Fillet?
There's a T there, motherfucker. I can read.
But it's French,
It's
isn't it?
salmon fillets.
Pretty sure it's fillet.
Well, first of all, I mean, I do know French, but I'm saying it in American.
No,
for our American audience.
At McDonald's, don't they have the fish fillets?
Yeah, fish fillets.
Okay.
Yeah, like, can I get a McPig too? So yeah, and it's very healthy.
How did it taste?
It's really good. If you like,
What broth did you use? Or what liquid?
I just use like water with like some Mexican spices. My mom has. She has like a bunch.
That was pretty good.
It was really good.
That's good.
And it was healthy. I felt very healthy afterwards. And no worms. I'm
That
still
you know
alive.
of.
That I know of.
You might
There might be some stewing in
You
there,
might
but,
have some invertebrates.
but for
in there.
now, I'm good. Or not, you can always,
All right, Mamba. Let's get to your segment, your one and only.
Le who? The her.
I didn't think of one.
I thought you had one.
No, I never said that. I did.
So we'll wait.
All right.
Not to put you on the spot or anything, but go ahead.
Who can we give the L of the week to?
I thought you had one for Kelly and Conway.
Do you have any suggestions, Eric? Yeah, all right. Oh yeah, Kellyanne Conway, because Donald Trump came up with a Muslim ban, and she was trying to justify the Muslim ban by saying if we had one, oh no, what the fuck did she
If it was in effect,
if it was in effect sooner, we wouldn't have the
Bowling Green massacre.
Bowling Green massacre.
For those that don't know, the
That
Bowling
doesn't-
Green massacre
Does not exist.
exist.
Basically, what happened was when Obama was
No, you guys are wrong. It did exist. It just wasn't covered by the media.
Oh.
It was yeah. CNN ignored it because they didn't want Obama to look bad.
Yeah.
But basically, it was in Bowling Green, Texas, right? Or where the Bowling Green, Texas. There was two. I forgot where the fuck they were from.
Iraq.
They were
Iraqi, yeah.
Two Iraqi men came up with a plot. It wasn't even a terrorist plot. They were just supplying
Money and guns to Al Qaeda.
Yeah, Al Qaeda, and
In Iraq. not
In
the
Iraq,
US.
they were apprehended, and they went to jail. Blah blah blah. But apparently, Kellyanne Conway thought it was a massacre. She got her facts mixed up. An alternative fact.
Well, what's hilarious about that is that once like this hit the news and people like caught wind of like how stupid she was, like they started holding like these vigils.
Yeah.
For like
the Greenboro massacre.
Yeah, like
Never forget.
Never forget. They started like having like
Never
all these-
forget because it didn't happen.
Yeah, never forget. That was great. Oh, Kelly Conway.
I don't know, just their whole administration. I try not to judge you. I have some optimism, like, all right, he's in power, maybe he'll do some good. But their administration, they're just doing some wacky shit over there. Like they got guy Sean Spicer. What a fucking character.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy's dumb as fuck.
Him and his he never has like a straight answer. He gets all flustered when he gets questioned by journalists.
He's always very surly. He's never like happy. He's always
You get like he doesn't want to fucking be there.
yeah. It's like motherfucker, why you got that job? If you
Like
don't wanna
like
be there?
Melania, she doesn't want to be there either.
Yeah, she doesn't
Well,
want
that's
to.
why she's in New York.
You could tell she's fucking miserable.
Yeah.
Is it-
This is probably the best thing to happen to her. Donald Trump's living in the White House, and she's like held up in Trump Tower. She's probably
Yep.
like, walking around naked, listening to whatever music she wants to.
That's right. She's probably listening to like rap music.
She's probably not shaving. She's like, I'm not shaving my legs. My pits hair are gonna grow. Fuck him. She
Yeah.
hasn't showered in a few days.
Fucking Baron's playing Minecraft all
Yeah.
day.
Baron's playing Minecraft all day. killing and torturing whatever little rodents he could find. You know, he could do whatever he wants now.
Yeah. Like I heard they have to bring in rodents for him to kill.
Yeah.
Because there aren't any in his, in the penthouse. So
I take it back. Barron Trump is an angel, a sweetie. There's a video, I wish we could post it, but nobody's going to see it, where Melania was trying to give Barron a high five.
And he just like
muffed the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, "Get away from me, Mom."
Yeah. Ugh. I don't want to be here. You know I don't want to be here.
All right. Speaking of Trump and Conway and everything, I thought I'd play this video of our favorite evangelical Christian.
Oh God,
that guy's still around.
Mr. Joshua Fernstein.
Hey, Josh Fernstein here.
What's up, Josh Fernstein here. So there's all this misinformation going around the internet as usual. The fake news the mainstream media has created that Donald Trump has instituted a Muslim ban. Well, here's the reality, ladies and gentlemen. It's nothing more than a lie, and now you got a bunch of ignorant, angry snowflakes that have taken to the streets, and they're rioting and protesting over something that's entirely not even true. You see, Donald Trump never instituted a Muslim ban. He halted immigration from certain countries that have sponsored terror against the U.S. Not a religion, but countries. You see, there's dozens, if not hundreds of other countries that are predominantly Muslim that are allowed to immigrate to the U.S., but he said not the ones that sponsor terror, because he wants to make America safe again. Now, while you guys are going out protesting at the White House over Trump banning these countries, I might remind you that Obama bombed them. Where were you then? You weren't protesting then. You weren't crying then. So let's be honest. You're not protesting a ban. You're whining because you lost. It's time to suck it up, Buttercup. Put your big girl panties on and get over it. So God bless. Have a beautiful day. If you agree with me, please help spread the truth around the internet by sharing this video. Like and comment below. If you're not my
fuck that clown. This not only is he a fucking idiot, like he's like plagiarizing what Tommy Lerner. She says the same shit.
But not only that,
those are her lines.
Not only that, isn't that the guy that complains about like Starbucks?
Yes.
Yeah,
not
he's
celebrating
complaining about,
Christmas?
yeah.
You know, and you know how he said that that they only ban countries that have plotted
terrorism against the U.S.
But
that's incorrect.
When 9/11 happened,
Saudi Arabia.
It was all Saudi Arabia, and none of those countries are on the list. But you know why? Because it wasn't them that did it.
Who was it?
It was
Tony?
Bush. Bush did 9/11. Stay woke. Remember, jet fuel does not melt steel beams. Ever.
Only dank memes.
Only dank memes melt steel beams.
Yeah, I was listening to another podcast, but apparently, I mean, I never thought that 9/11 was an inside job. I still don't, but apparently there have been operations, like they've been declassified.
I know exactly which podcast you were listening to.
You know which one I was talking about? It's the
interdimensional vampires.
Interdimensional vampires
that are
molesting
causing children, and they're the ones making this world bad.
Anyways, but
I'm not lying, dude. It's why you're laughing.
I believe it. I'm not laughing.
Interdimensional vampires. They are mostly Democrats, but they're also some Republicans that are vampires that not literal vampires, but they molest kids and they get
vampires in the sense that they're sucking the life out of the planet.
Yeah, but they speak they get their orders from an interdimensional like entities, and that's what they do. And they huddle little kids and they molest them.
Okay, that's interesting.
It's like a whole ring.
Oh.
Thanks, Alex.
Why are you laughing? It's not funny. I'm spreading the truth.
Thanks, Alex Jones.
You gotta stay woke.
Thanks, Alex Jones, for according to this guy, Alex Jones, this conspiracy
from
theory,
InfoWars,
and from InfoWars, there's interdimensional vampires who are running this country, or for short, elites. You could just call them the elites.
But Donald Trump's gonna make everything better again.
Yeah, that's the vampires hate Donald Trump.
Yeah, they want to get rid of Donald Trump. They're trying to assassinate Donald Trump.
But apparently
they're doing a shitty job.
Apparently there were operations during the Cold War, or you heard the same thing, right? What's it called? Operation Northridge?
Something like that. Yeah.
Somebody.
No, but that was Northwood Northwoods. That was something different though. That was supposedly that was a cover up though, and that was actually ended up to be true. It was conspiracy theory at first, and it actually came out to be true.
So it was true.
Yeah, it was true.
that apparently the government or the CIA, they were staging false flag attacks.
Yeah.
And making it seem like it was the commies. So they would give a reason for us to go fight in the war.
Yep.
That was the same thing that happened with Pearl Harbor. The president knew about Pearl Harbor, but he just wanted a reason to go fight in World War II. So your theory about Bush doing it is not that off.
I know.
Damn. How does it feel to be right?
I mean, it's a curse.
Now that you know,
I mean, I don't want to be right.
Now that you know this,
when I like said that, it's like I don't want to be right.
Yeah.
I wish I was wrong,
but
Bush did 9/11. I'm sorry.
I have something to say about this Muslim ban. I thought about this when it happened, which, even though it's not technically a Muslim ban, but we all know it's a Muslim ban.
well, they can't even get it straight. Like when he asked him, like, "Oh, he said it was a ban." No, it's not a ban. But those were Donald Trump's words. It was a ban, and Sean Spicer was like, "No, it's not."
Well, it got lifted already. Thank God. They were judge repealed it, but at the time that it was happening,
What if Myra? Or shit, I shouldn't have said her name.
that's fine. I don't care.
Okay, what if Myra was a Muslim, and that's why they?
No, you gotta give her another name.
Maurice. What if
Maurice?
That's okay. Sure, give her a guy's name.
Is that why they held Maurice? Because she was a Muslim?
She's not Muslim. She's Catholic, and according to Josh Fernstein, this is a Christian nation. So,
Fucking can't
She's-
stand.
she's-
There's very few people that I can't stand. And he's one of them.
I can't stand that fuck
And
face.
Tommy Lahren, goddamn partisan mouthpieces.
She's hot though. I can at least look at her.
I mean, yeah.
I
He's
wouldn't
just
say
fat.
She's hot.
Huh?
I wouldn't say she's hot.
Yeah, she's pretty hot. What was I saying? Oh, when this was all happening, I was thinking to myself, I wish I was in the podcast because I wanted to say, like, why can't we just, like, I'm not trying to, like, be mad about it. Say, well, why can't we just love each other? Like, I understand, we need scrutiny and, like, not everybody should be allowed to come in because obviously there are some dangerous people, but not everybody's dangerous.
I think there's more dangerous people here.
No, exactly. But the thing is, like, I think they're just, people are just hating. Everybody's like, I had arguments with other people saying like, oh yeah, fuck the Muslims, blah, blah, like they're dangerous and blah, blah. They're trying to kill us, but not everybody's trying to kill us. I mean, there's other people trying to kill us, that are within our own country. And
I mean,
and
yeah,
stuff.
people can argue like, oh yeah, we're keeping our borders safe and all this terror. I'm like, all right, outside of like how many terror attacks have happened, and it's like white people.
Yeah.
But they don't consider them. They consider them like troubled lone wolves.
Well, look at the Oklahoma City bombing that was done by the
Timothy McVeigh?
Yeah, and he was white.
He was white. What is it? James Holmes, the Colorado.
Oh yeah, the Aurora shooter.
Yeah. Fucking
The Charleston shooter.
yeah. All those.
Everybody, yeah. Well, not everybody, but like a lot of people. Even the San Bernardino, like they were American. They were of Muslim faith. Oh, Columbine.
Columbine.
Those two white people. But anyway, I just say like I just think like everybody is up in arms and hating everybody. So why can't we stop the hate and spread the love? That's what I'm saying.
You know why? Because Black Eyed Peas doesn't make music anymore.
That's
Yeah.
true. I'm very upset about
This
that.
never happened until they disbanded.
It's true.
Remember that song, Where's the Love?
Where's the love?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the truth. I mean, I think we should like.
Get them back together.
Remember my humps?
Well, not just that.
Wait, that was
Because
was
we
that-
should.
was that Black Eyed
That was
Peas?
Black Eyed Peas. My humps.
Yeah.
My humps.
So
my
we need to
humps,
get
my humps.
we need to get back Fergie, Will.i.am, and those other two fucking weird guys that are in that group.
He's not Will.i.am anymore. He changed his name.
What is he?
Will I was?
No, no, I think it's Will.
That's actually pretty funny.
I thought it was Will I is, but whatever.
Is it?
What did he
No,
change his
I don't know.
name?
I'm just fucking with you guys.
Did he really change his name though?
No,
Oh, okay.
I don't keep up. So maybe he did. Maybe he did.
Anyway, so yeah.
I just want to set up Mamba for a W since he could use one.
Finally.
Anyway, so yeah, I think I think we should just love each other.
You know what was funny yesterday or the other day when I was watching the Super Bowl? Patriots. Can we talk about that too?
Yeah.
Should we talk about? Anyways, so I was watching the Super
I think
Bowl.
they should. I think they should also have the L of the week.
The Falcons.
Yeah, they took a big L.
They hurt.
I don't know so much the Falcons. I think fans should take a big L.
No, I think the Falcons should take the
All right,
L
they do.
because they lost.
No,
They-
Little
they-
Bow Wow should take a big L because he was like doing Snapchats and videos of him like, yeah, it's going down in ATL,
Talking
we'll
shit.
win it, talking all mad shit. And then he makes another Snapchat a few minutes later.
What the
He's
fuck?
like, man, what the fuck, man? This is really happening? Any day that Little Bow Wow day is ruined is a good day.
So were you watching that, and were you pleased as punch
To see that he was
to
upset.
see that he was having a bad day?
Yeah, exactly. It made me. I was like, yeah, life's not that bad. Life's good.
As long as Little Bow Wow's having a shit day, I'm having a good
For those
day.
of you that are not aware of what happened, Atlanta lost, what was it, 23
It was like,
point lead?
yeah, it was.
Basically, the
was 23 to
Patriots
3.
needed 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions
Yep.
and a field goal maybe
Yeah, to win.
to get to overtime.
Oh, yeah, because they had scored the last touchdown.
And then they
overtime.
scored. Yeah. So the point is that game
ATL dropped
was
it hard.
It was their game to lose.
Yep, and
they
they-
had it
and they lost it.
They lost it. So that just further cemented Tom Brady's legacy as the greatest quarterback of all time.
I mean, kind of. We'll get to that later. 'cause that's,
You know what's really
This is not a sports
disappointed
podcast.
of is that Junkert had that perfect picture of all these guys.
we can't. Let's not like give it away because now it's like,
Because it might happen next year.
yeah.
It would be funny if it would. It just would have been funny.
Let's just say that
I was kind of hoping they would lose
I had
just
the
for
perfect
that.
troll,
Yeah, you
and
did.
it didn't.
for
it,
this group of
unfortunately.
guys that we know, and if they would have lost, that would have been so funny. It would have.
But unfortunately, good thing I didn't put it out early because
Yeah.
Mamba told me, "Are you gonna put it out now?" I was like, "No,
Yeah,
I have
you
to wait
never
because you
know.
never know."
And sure enough.
I would have looked like a damn fool.
But it's in queue. It's queued up for
You got it saved. Just waiting. He's
That's right.
waiting. Hopefully, he doesn't retire.
Or you know what you should do? You should save it and just post it next year. Like if they don't make it to the playoffs, or
Right.
once they get eliminated, you should post that picture.
I'll post it next time that
Yeah.
something bad happens to the Patriots.
Yes.
But I was watching. I don't want to talk bad about our family, but I was watching.
You can say this for your, why don't you say this for your gripe? Because I'm sure you don't have one.
No, but it's. I can think of one.
Okay. Are you sure? You better not say, I got nothing.
Maybe, but it has to. It pertains to what we were talking about.
Well, I'm going to go back to this topic because it's going to be my gripe. But go
let's
ahead.
let's just stay.
All right, it's fine. All right. Whatever, you're the boss.
And really quick, when I was watching the Super Bowl, my girlfriend's sister's house, her aunt was there, and I forgot what the fuck happened, but you know, my girlfriend's family's white, and her aunt said they started talking about something, and he was like, "Yeah, I can't wait till he builds that wall." And she walked away, and my girlfriend was like, "I'm so sorry." I thought it was really funny, cause I guess, and then I thought,
Wait, her grandmother?
no, her sister, or no, her aunt,
Her aunt, okay.
her aunt, and
Her aunt said she can't wait till they build the wall.
yeah,
Okay.
I guess because she's a big Trump supporter,
Right. I got it.
and I started laughing because I was thinking about it. I was like,
Were you the only Hispanic in the room?
No, there was another one. There was two more.
Oh, okay.
I started laughing. I was like, does this lady blame like immigrants and her problems? I was like, because looking at her, she has a lot more problems than immigrants. She got tattoos on her neck. She looks emaciated, like she hasn't eaten. Like she waited all week to Super Bowl Sunday so she could get free food from these people's houses.
So no wall's gonna help her.
No, yeah, lady, no matter how high that wall is, the problems you have
They're not gonna get
are
fixed.
because, yeah. Like you're working a minimum wage job and nobody's trying to take it from you. You got that job yourself by being, terrible.
It's
So
like,
that was really funny.
like that meme I posted.
She just seemed so excited.
You mean the meme I sent you that you posted?
Well, I did post it.
But I sent it- but I
just didn't
sent
go.
it.
I just didn't go far back into the history.
She just seemed so excited. Like, yeah, I can't wait till he builds that wall. Then maybe I'll get out of my minimum wage job.
No,
Then maybe I'll find somebody that actually thinks I'm attractive.
no.
The only person that's going to find you attractive is an illegal immigrant who wants to get his green card.
And how's that for ironic?
Yeah, that's the only person that's going to marry you, lady. So
yeah, Junkyard sent me this meme that I posted, which I thought was hilarious. And it's like, oh, they're stealing our jobs. And it's like, yes, Gary, with your high school diploma, Muhammad, the neurologist, is stealing your job. I thought that was quite hilarious.
It was pretty funny. All right, let's go. Let's get to our crazy news story, shall we?
how crazy is it this week?
It's semi crazy.
Are you reading it
Neither.
Okay, we're just gonna like listen to silence.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You ever open a bag of Cheetos and look at one and think you're seeing something? A face, an animal, an object? And come on down and make some money off that. There's an online Cheetos museum run out of Plato, Texas, and they're willing to give you money for your snacks. Like 250 grand worth for a Cheeto. What you do is go about your Cheetos eating lives, and then when you stumble upon something, take a picture of it and send it on their site. By also going there and checking out the weird looking snacks and sharing them, you could also win a year's supply of Cheetos. Which in that batch, you'd almost be guaranteed to find a weird looking one, and then round and round we go. Some of the cooler ones on the site are a boxing glove, a Cheeto that looks like it's a seahorse, this one looks like a guitar, a cat looking out the window is what the people behind the contest say this looks like. The number 7 is very clear in this one, but doesn't it seem like it's kind of fake? I don't know about you, but that Chester critter doesn't seem like someone you'd want to cheat.
Give Daddy a kiss.
That's how people who throw bodies in the river sound. I'm Patrick Jones for Buzz60. Now you know, pass it on.
Is that the crazy news story?
Well, basically, he basically kind of failed to mention what the actual story was. Someone found a Cheeto that looks like Harambe, and they put it on eBay for the low price of $100,000.
You know, some weirdo's gonna pay for. Are there bids on it?
There's bids, but they're like fake bids.
Oh.
No, he's not gonna collect on that. But it's just, it's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious. But yeah, I guess the starting bid is $11.99.
Isn't it great that the internet is a place where is a tool that you can gather information, educate yourself, and
Sell Harambe Cheetos?
That's what people are fucking using it for. Bidding on Harambe Cheetos. Instead of going out there and getting an online degree or just learning about something, yeah, I'm gonna fucking bid on it. Harambe Cheetos.
I'm gonna bid a shitload of money.
And it's shaped, I guess, like a gorilla. But that's weird. People are weird.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get to our gripes, shall we?
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
Tony?
My gripe is Super Bowl commercials. I used to look forward to them. They were great. Now it's gotten all like, I don't know. Like some of them, like I was really like there was a commercial for like Bush and Bush Light. I'm like, since when does Bush have this much money? And like Michelob Ultra, I was like, who's drinking this? Are you guys drinking Bush Light without me?
Poor white people.
Is that who they're pandering to now?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, it costs like so much fucking money to like for like 30 seconds of airtime. That's like probably the most expensive airtime.
Well, I feel like they probably think they're gonna make it back because of
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I want my Budweiser commercial. I want my GoDaddy commercials, and I'm good. I don't want anything else. I don't want no fucking Cialis, no fucking whatever that Viagra commercial is. I don't need that shit.
Did you at least appreciate that Stranger Things 2 promo?
I definitely did appreciate it.
I had to rewind it because I actually missed it the first time around.
I also appreciated all the movie trailers.
Like Logan.
Transformers?
Yes. Transmorphers.
Logan, Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
That one I didn't see.
I did see that one. I didn't think that was that
I'm
good.
going to end up watching it. I don't care. I'm already invested in the plot. I've seen all of them. I'm already like.
I haven't seen all
I'm
of
already.
them.
I've only seen one. I saw with Tony.
I'm sure you saw more than one because
I only saw one with you.
How did they still?
You saw one with me, but I'm
greenlight
sure
those
you've
fucking
seen
movies?
them all because your ex fiance was an avid fan of that. I remember.
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was.
Well, she watched them by herself. Damn. The only thing I saw with her,
or was she watching them with someone else?
I mean, maybe
on your TV.
I mean, I don't go
on your TV.
The only thing we saw together was Twilight. I saw all the Twilights with her.
Oh, how does that make you feel?
I mean, how does it make you feel watching it alone?
Yeah, that's true. I watched them willingly.
And what's worse, did he watch it with his fiance, or you watched it by yourself?
It was funny because like I watched them. I think I watched the first one, just to see what all the fuss was about. And by then, I'm already invested in the plot.
I read the first 2 books because of that.
You don't read. And then the second time,
they're not hard to read.
And the second time, my cousin from Tennessee, she was visiting.
That guy?
No, actually, it was his sister.
Oh, okay.
And I have more than one cousin, and she was visiting, and we're talking like, oh, like we should go to the movies, and she's like, and I'm like, yeah, we should go to the movies. She's like, yeah, we should go. I'm like, fine, I'll take you to see Twilight. God, forcing me to go, whatever. I mean, you're visiting, your rules, whatever you want to watch. So, yeah, she dragged me to see part 2.
Yeah, right.
So, by then, I'm like, all right, now I got to see how it ends.
Yeah.
Wait, but how did you see the first one?
I mean, the first one, I was just curious to see what it was all about,
Thank you. I just got reminded of my grape. Or a grape.
Right.
What's your grape?
Well, hold on.
I'm done.
All right. Mamba, I will let you say your grape.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
My gripe is the ending to Breaking Dawn Part 2. The last Twilight movie. The reason why I have a gripe about that
terrible.
is because all the movies are shitty. And
Spoiler alert.
The one part that I thought was good was Breaking Dawn Part 2. The ending, there's a huge fucking fight scene between the Volturi. Those are Italian vampires, if you don't know. They're like the Illuminati of vampires. And then Bella
And her clan.
And her clan fighting over her kid with, I forget, what's Edward?
Yeah.
Her kid with that, they're fighting for that kid, and they all get into this big fight. People are getting heads ripped off, limbs are getting torn off, people are dying left and right. I was like, holy shit, this is getting intense. I sat there and watched it, and my pulse was going up. I was like, man, this is an intense fucking fight scene. It's like, I can't believe they ended it like that. I was
And it turns
wrong.
out to be fake.
Yeah, it was a fucking
Like a vision.
cop out. It was a vision that
Kind of like one of those, it's all a dream.
yeah, it was like it could have happened.
But it didn't.
But
not.
they were like, this is what's going to happen if you fuck with us. So none of that actually happened, and everybody just went about their way. The Voltarians was like, yeah, we're done. We're not going to fuck with them. So I was like so pissed. Like I was pissed because I got excited that this was going to be a good movie, and then I faced reality. I was like, this movie is just as shitty as I expected it to be. So fuck you, Breaking Dawn Part 2. Wasting my goddamn time. That is my gripe. I told you I'd come up with one.
That was good.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck
Oh,
up.
actually, I got another one too. One that I just came across. It's an interesting story. Idaho man convicted of rape, sentenced to not have sex until marriage. This 19-year-old kid got convicted of raping a 14-year-old girl in Idaho, and the judge sentenced him to just, he's not going to jail. He just can't have sex until he's married. You want to know what skin color this guy is?
I'm going to take a wild guess and say he's somewhat pale.
Yes, you would be right. He's very pale. He's very pale. He'd be hard to see in a snowstorm.
Oh, so it would be safe to say that if he were to bump into Trump on the streets, Trump would have no issue with him.
Not at all. And I love that. I love, like, whenever you see stories about this, about how like white guys getting away with severe crimes, the first comment underneath a news article is always, sounds about white. Yeah, that sounds
about white.
Yeah.
Because
I thought people in the South were racist.
well, it's white America.
All right.
I think down south you guys are just a little more open about it.
Yeah.
Over here we're like kind of like we're more like backstabbing. We do it behind the scenes, like kind of low key racist.
Yeah.
Over there you guys are like blatantly like,
Yeah.
all out there, like Confederate flags and shit.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
All right. My gripe is for all the New England Patriot dick riders out there.
Damn.
Hey, man,
For those that don't know,
harsh words.
for those that don't know, what is a dick rider?
A dick rider is someone who be riding the dick hard as fuck. That.
Are you comfortable with saying that?
Yeah.
I mean, they just did win.
No, hold on. I'm gonna get to it right now.
Uh-huh.
So this is my gripe. It's not necessarily that they won, because they won fair. Well, we don't know if they won fair and square. We're assuming they won fair and square. They won. They did come back and they won. It was a great comeback. But I love how they all just they're riding the dick, and they fail to, to acknowledge the times they were caught cheating. They got caught cheating twice, not once, but twice. I don't know of any other NFL team that has gotten caught cheating twice.
So what was so when they got caught cheating the second time?
The first time was they got caught. I guess they were recording practices or from other teams.
Okay,
that was the first time. The second time was Deflategate,
and Tom Brady was suspended.
And Tom Brady was
4
suspended
games.
4 games,
and they still won 3 out of those 4 games.
It doesn't matter.
So
that's not the point.
That's
That's
not really on. I mean,
no.
I mean,
listen, hold on. I'm not saying that he didn't pay his due. He did, but what I'm saying is that they refuse to acknowledge it, like it never happened. Is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even want to. Like you bring it up. They're like, oh, that was bullshit. Blah blah. Dude, it happened. Regardless, it happened. And then they got a fucking slap on the wrist for that recording practices. If anything, that is way more serious than deflating some footballs. They got a fucking slap on the wrist for that shit. They got fucking caught cheating, man, twice. And that is what my gripe is.
So they didn't get any.
My gripe isn't that they won. They won. I mean, they won.
Fair.
They won the Super Bowl. I mean, that's that's great. Yeah, congratulations to them. But my gripe is that the fucking dick riders just refuse to acknowledge that they were caught cheating twice.
Well, I mean, if an opportunity arose for taking a small shortcut, you wouldn't be adverse to taking it, would you?
It depends. If it's
wouldn't.
It's about integrity.
And neither would I.
It's about integrity.
If you can take advantage of a situation in some way,
I don't know what he's
it
reading.
is your duty as an American to do it. Why
No, it's
should the
not.
race always be to the swift, the jumble to the quick-witted? Should
the
they be
fuck?
allowed to win merely because of the gifts God gave them? Well, I say cheating is a gift man gives himself.
What did you just read?
I just read some fucking truth is what I
That's
did.
not true.
And I wish you wouldn't interrupt me while I was doing it. That's
No,
a fucking
man.
great fucking
Who
speech
quoted-
right there. Don't
who's
worry
that
about
from?
it.
No, tell
Just
us where
straight
it's
off
from.
the old dome
No,
piece.
it's not. I saw you. We all saw you reading in the fucking room, reading off your fucking computer.
Look, don't you worry about it, all right? You figure that shit out yourself. The point is it's true.
It's not true.
The point is it's true, all
It's
right?
not true. That shit came from Trump, didn't it?
No, it did not come from Trump. I will tell
That's
you
a
right now, it
Trump
did not
quote.
come from him. But I wouldn't be surprised if he would be totally for that. And it's right. You think that people should excel because of the gifts God gave them?
Yeah.
What about the gifts God gave you?
He didn't give me any. That's why I'm doing this shitty ass podcast.
Exactly. He didn't give you any gifts.
And he clearly didn't give either
That's
you
why-
any gifts because you're doing this
Exactly.
podcast.
But
without me.
he didn't give us any gifts. But cheating is a gift that man gives himself.
That's bullshit.
So I'm all for it.
No, man.
You cheat your life away.
Get
He
out
got
of
caught. Fuck it. Pay your dues. Get suspended 4 games. They still win.
Yeah, that's true. The road to victory shouldn't be linear. There should be different paths, one take to get there. Just like if you're playing Mario Kart and there's a fucking shortcut, you can jump in first.
No, man. No, everybody owes, everybody pays. You pay your dues.
He paid his dues.
No, but you gotta do it the right way.
What?
Especially haven't you ever heard of sportsmanship?
Do they give out trophies for that? Doubt it. Do they give you rings for that? Nope.
Man, you have no integrity, my friend.
You think Tom Brady got Giselle by playing it straight?
Do you think?
Yeah, probably.
All right. Is integrity going to give you a ring? No. Is integrity going to get you on the cover of Sports Illustrated? Doubt it.
You're not going to get a supermodel wife by being honest.
Sure
Yeah.
you are.
Like when you hear stories like, how'd you guys meet? Like, I just loved his integrity. I'd never hear that shit. No.
Ever seen The Wolf of Wall Street? Got to be dishonest.
It wasn't his integrity that she was in love with.
Whatever, guys. You're full of shit.
Sorry, Junkyard. You're completely wrong on this.
How am I wrong on this?
Everybody loves a cheater.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg, Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa.
Yeah, we live in a society. Oh, Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds.
Nobody likes Barry Bonds. Everybody hates Barry Bonds.
But he cheated.
Yeah, and everybody hates him.
But everybody cheats.
Alex.
He's not even going to make it into Hall of Fame because he cheated.
People did love Alex Rodriguez at one point.
See, and this is the other thing. How does Tom Brady get to be the greatest of all time? And he's probably will going to make the Hall of Fame when he was on a cheating team. Look at fucking Pete Rose. That motherfucker was caught gambling.
Well, that's not cheating.
Exactly. That's what my point. He got caught gambling. He wasn't even cheating, and he couldn't even make it in the Hall of Fame. They wouldn't even acknowledge his ass because he was caught fucking gambling.
Gambling what?
Just gambling on games.
Oh, well, yeah, that's conflict of interest.
But still, how is that okay? How is he like going to be disavowed from baseball history? But Tom Brady's still going to go
it's
into
baseball. That's why I didn't recognize him. Oh, you know what? Because baseball fucking sucks. So who cares?
Yeah, and Tom Brady's going to go down as the greatest of all time.
Yes, he will.
even though he was not only was he a cheater, but he was on a cheating team.
But he paid his dues.
Fucking Pete Rose hasn't. He should have been in the Hall of Fame years ago. He hasn't been nominated
It's
into the
baseball.
Hall of
No
Fame.
one gives a fuck about baseball.
Oh my god. Still okay. Fine. What about fucking Barry Bonds? He's another.
Again, it's fucking baseball.
Whatever, dude. Anyway, I'm done talking about this.
Yeah, let's move on. Baseball fucking sucks.
You
fucking
suck.
boring.
No, it's not.
They play like 300 games. No one
It is
gives a shit.
It is the American pastime.
Not anymore.
No.
It's still.
It used
a
to be the
great
American
sport.
pastime.
The American pastime now is racism. So
There's a sport you can set your clock to nowadays.
All right, that's enough of the gripe.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
Let's go ahead and get to your question.
Too many questions. There's too many questions.
The appropriate question is, where in the hell are they?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
Dear Tony and Mamba, my husband and I have been married 35 years. Our sex life was never very active, but we have been each other's soulmates and best friends. We had a rough few years early on, but managed to come back together, and our relationship is great.
all right, problem solved.
Hold,
So obviously they don't need our help.
hold on, relax. Recently, while I was setting up a new email, I saw some messages he had sent in response to requests from married men looking for sex with other men.
Oh,
I just can't reconcile this with the man I know. However, I'm sure it's true. I'm not sure if I should tell him I know or if I should try to forget it. After all, I may be the reason he's looking for sexual satisfaction elsewhere. More than anything, I'm surprised. I'm surprised he's not looking for a woman. I'm sure confused. What should I do? Soulmates in Texas.
you guys already been married 35 years. Just ignore it.
Yeah, I mean,
Call it a marriage.
I think it's time to move on.
Yeah.
What do you mean time to move on? Like she should divorce him?
Yeah, I mean, 35 years is that's good. That's
Oh, I was gonna say just power through it. You've already gone this long.
I guess.
Just let
I would just.
So you just let him fuck dudes?
Yeah.
I mean,
And just pretend it's not happening?
first of all, who the fuck needs a new email?
What if she has a Yahoo email that got hacked?
Then,
And now she's creating a new one.
I mean, who has a Yahoo email?
I do.
Pancho Villa does.
Well, yeah, we know what he uses it for, clearly. All right, so I guess. So they've been married 35 years. Everything was all Gucci. And now
He's trying to fuck other dudes.
he's trying to, but
He's trying to lay the pipe.
has he actually done it, though?
We don't know.
We don't know. So as far as we know, he might just be dabbling in the idea.
Yeah, he might. He probably hasn't gone down the rabbit hole yet. He's just peeking in.
He just tries to say, hey, like, what's going on
what's
over
going
there?
on here?
Let me just take a little peek. Like, just curious, see what's going on. You know?
Married? You guys are married too? Oh, that's cool. You guys are fucking each other?
Oh yeah. I'm good. I'm just here. I'm just checking it out.
He's just standing by the doorway, just peeking inside, seeing what's going on. He's not fully committing to it and walking in.
He hasn't walked in yet.
Yeah.
But what if he wants to walk in really bad?
You know, he, like you said, they've been married 35 years. People's tastes change. Maybe he's kind of bored. Maybe he wants to check out that scene a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe.
But she's not comfortable with this.
Well,
Obviously, she would be.
Sounds like a stick in the mud.
Then she's got two choices. She could either suck it up, or she could just move on. It's 35 years. I mean, I think 35 years is good.
Or grow a dick.
That's true.
Grow a dick.
I mean, you know what? Make it work. Get a strap on.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want him to know, right? She doesn't want him to know that she knows.
No.
All right. So here's what she's got to do. She's got to like casually bring it up. Like they're sitting there having dinner, eating their like probably TV dinners, and fresh out the microwave, and she'd be like, "Oh, you know what? Man, I could really go for some dick right now. How about you? Could you go for some dick right now?" Just asking.
He'd just be like, "No, what are you talking about?"
He'd be like, "No, oh, that's a shame because I got this. I just bought this strap on and I have no one to use it on." I mean, it's not gay or anything.
Very
right?
casual.
Very casual.
And she'll be like, "Why would you buy a strap on?"
Oh, it was on clearance.
Seeing if anybody
I just figured I'd get it, and just in case anybody ever wanted to
Be on the
use it or be on the receiving end,
of
I wouldn't be opposed to it. I don't judge. That's how you do it.
I really
And then he'd be like, "Oh, it's just not." I mean, then he would be like, "Oh, you know what? I feel bad that you bought it, and it's not gonna get any use." So I mean, I guess we could kind of just just a little bit, just a tip, see how it feels.
You got the receipt, right? Just in case you don't like it.
So is this how it went down when you got fucked with the strap on for the first time?
Who said it was a strap on?
Damn.
Whoa. All right.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Of course not.
But yeah, so she could either. I say she just ignore it. Just like, whatever.
Speaking of dicks and sci-fi movies that we talked about earlier, a movie I saw today, which was fantastic, which I'd never seen before?
What?
Predestination with Ethan Hawke.
Never heard of it.
You should check it out. It is a sci-fi movie. It is about time travel. Just check it out. Anybody who hasn't watched it, I highly recommend it.
What's it called?
Is it a prequel to Final Destination?
No, it's just called Predestination.
Oh, okay.
Like, is it like the Predator?
No. It's all I could say about it. It stars Ethan Hawke, and it's about time travel.
All right. Why have I never heard of it?
It came out in theaters actually. I checked Rotten Tomatoes, and it got 98%. So I checked it out. Some friend of mine recommended it, and I watched it today while I was on my lunch break.
You watched it on your lunch break?
Yeah.
You must have a nice ass job.
Well, I have an hour lunch, and the movie's an hour and a half. So I watched an hour of it on lunch, and then the half hour of it while I was doing other things that I had. I could watch it while do what I was normally doing. So yeah. So check it out, guys. I would definitely recommend Predestination. That includes you two, you three. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out.
Check it out. It's first Final Destination.
It's not the first Final Destination. All right, guys. Well,
is that it?
I guess that's it. You guys have anything else to add? All right, guess not. All right. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1. Go follow us on Twitter at New Kids on the Pod. Also Instagram, and on Instagram, also at New Kids on the Pod. Shoot us an email like Pancho Villa, newkidsonthepod@gmail.com.
Shoot us enough emails, you get your own theme song.
Yeah.
You can also leave us a voicemail, 774-40-NKOTP. Oh, also don't forget to subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, any other...
Are we going to get a P.O. box so they can send us stuff?
Who the fuck sends mail anymore?
No, so they could send us gifts and stuff like that. Little treats.
We prefer gift certificates, digital ones that can be sent via email. Because I don't want a P.O. box. They might send us anthrax or something dangerous.
That's played out. Sending anthrax is played out.
But still, you never know. Maybe some Muslims hate us.
No, we're cool with the Muslims.
We are cool. We love the Muslims.
Yeah.
And the gays.
Praise be to Allah, dog. Allah Akbar all day.
All right, Mamba.
See you guys in another 2 weeks.
No, we'll be back hopefully next week, right?
My schedule is open.
My schedule is not open, but it's open enough
Actually,
that we can record.
I have to take my girlfriend out next week.
Ooh, for Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day.
Oh, this should have been our Valentine's Day episode.
Oh, Valentine's Day.
We totally we missed it. Why didn't we know? Or why didn't we make this our
It's not a real holiday.
Because it's a fake holiday.
Oh, I guess.
Cooked up to sell cards by Hallmark.
Yeah.
We could have had a Valentine's Day guest.
Yesterday I got so fucking hard.
All right, real quick. What do you guys do for Valentine's Day?
Who cares? How'd you get got?
Because I was on Groupon and they were like, spend $15, get $40 worth of credit at this flower is proflowers.com. So I was like, cool, $40, that should be good enough. The flowers were all under $40. I was like, oh man, this is steal. And I thought it was.
Until you get shipping.
Fucking shipping and everything is so goddamn expensive.
Dude, just go to a flower shop. It's way cheaper.
Oh my God. Before I changed all of it, I was spending over $100.
Dude, go to Jewel. You get them for $20.
I know. I should have fucking done that.
Yeah.
But I already spent the $15 at Groupon. I was like, well,
Save it for next time. Save it for a funeral.
I already bought it.
Oh.
Whose funeral? Save it for a funeral. No, I'm not going to buy flowers for a dead person. That'd be a waste of money.
What are you guys doing for Valentine's Day, real quick, Mamba?
Me and my girlfriend are going out to...
White Castle?
No, this Italian place.
What's it called?
Italian Village, because she hasn't eaten carbs in a month.
Oh, okay, so it's a gift?
Yeah.
Sweet.
She's like, I really want to eat some pasta, because she hasn't.
Nice. Tony, what are you doing for Valentine's Day?
I will also be eating carbs.
But you eat carbs every day.
But I will also be eating
Who are you be eating carbs with?
By myself.
It's a fucking liar. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Anyway, all right. Eric, what are you doing for Valentine's Day?
I got sunflowers.
Sunflowers.
Remember, don't use use 1-800-flowers.
Yeah, don't use proflowers.com.
All right, well, I will be doing nothing Valentine's Day. I'll probably be working that day.
Are you gonna go on a Skype date?
No, I think I work that day.
Oh man.
So no Skype date, no nothing.
You're a terrible husband.
Yeah, shit happens. I don't give a fuck. All right.
That's your wife.
There's plenty of Valentine's Day from here till the day we die.
Yeah, right.
She'll forget about this one in like 20 years.
Is that gonna be you guys in the future, 35 years from now? Your wife is gonna be like, my husband's looking at married men gay sites.
Nah, man. She already knows how I roll.
I'm
already looking at gay sex.
You're all about the
already.
Getting
a jump start on it.
That's right.
Why wait 35 years?
Yeah, exactly. Let's just get fucked by a
Get
dude
out of
right
the way
now. All right, guys. We'll check you out next week. Kissies on your dickies.
Yeah, let the track ride. Look at me. Look at me. Look at us. Look at us. Check it out. Spin around, girl.